morning, guys. How are you? I have good news. We won't see LinkedIn here today. We're gonna see a strategy. So I'm not gonna bore you with like LinkedIn screens or scrolling down and up. It's about strategy. It's more about social media and professional media rather than LinkedIn itself. And Joe, it's right. I wrote a book about LinkedIn. And I wrote that in 14 days, not bragging at all, just saying that because we are doing this so much for the past 3 years, when I sat down, the only thing that I had to do was to remove distractions, put the laptop in flight mode, had my girls sleeping, and then I was able to write. As you guys see by now, I'm not a native English speaker, so writing a book in English was my biggest challenge in life. As speaking to people, right? It's so freaking difficult, right? I love this, the energy of that. As soon as you start, it's amazing. And guys, as I said, LinkedIn is the most powerful tool out there for you to. Sorry, no?
Just hold it. Just the other way around.
Oh yeah, sure. Out there for you to connect with professionals. It's the only tool we're gonna reach. First level connection, CEOs, COOs, CTOs, CIOs, CMOs. So it's always about exposing yourselves using the tool the more you can, right? But most people, they hold on for a second when they realize that my profile is not perfect. I still need to do this. My picture I don't like and all, but you must start. That's the only thing. I don't cold call. We have six businesses in Ireland. For the past 10 years here, we build this structure and we don't cold call anyone for hiring, for selling, because we expose ourselves. If we connect after that, if you get my book and we connect on LinkedIn, you will see how many posts we do a day on LinkedIn. It's about being out there, being on people's minds all the time. There are people who won't like that and they just stop following you. But there's always the people who will keep following you. These are the people that you want to keep connected with because they can become your buyers, they can become your employees. If you are looking for a job, they can become your next employer. It's being on people's minds all the time. LinkedIn is a 15 years old tool, right? Most people believe that they are here for only 3-4 years now, but they are since like almost the time as Facebook is. A number that I like the most is this: 41% of the millionaires of the world have LinkedIn accounts. Like connecting to LinkedIn at least twice a day, once a day, 4% of the number. So if you do your thing right there, you will be like talking directly with decision makers. Doesn't matter your goal on LinkedIn. What is my strategy is all about? It's about breaking in 3 parts. First is your profile. Yes, you need to take care. You must invest not money, time in your profile. There's a picture, there is the artwork that you can put on it, and the content, right? The second part of we are gonna see this briefly here today. The second part is the content offering, the vehicle, what you know, your opinions, what you can share from others, what you read and share with others tells a lot about yourself. Tells a lot about your skill set and what you want in life. And if you take the extra step of start altering your own content on LinkedIn, you are really close to opportunities. As long as you do what? You engage. Because if you're not out there checking not only not once a day, but 5, 6, 7 times a day, I kind of have like my own one of our laptops is always open on LinkedIn all day long, like seeing immediately when things happen, because it works as our CRM, it works as our platform to see what type of content it's being more engaged and what content's not working. See? We're gonna also briefly talk here about Facebook and other networks. Let's back up here a little bit and talk about the profile. The first thing that you must take care about your profile is the URL of your profile. Most people will not go out there and customize the URL. You have your 2-3 names made there, and LinkedIn will put those numbers there after that. Remove that. And if you can also keep your alias on LinkedIn, your URL, the same as in your Facebook, as in your Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram. Why? Because if you do what I'm gonna propose here today and start engaging and creating content, you don't wanna be a different person on each network. You wanna be the same person everywhere. So you have the indexers everywhere, Googles, Yahoos, and all indexing our content. And they are dull, but they need to know that that alias there and that type of content on that network, it is the same, belongs to the same person as in Pinterest, as in Facebook. And you want to give them the same nickname so the robots will know that you are a specialist, or at least you are trying to push content on people within the same industry, within the same subject matter, right? And your nickname will help you get there, will help you there. So go there, change the URL if you can. In Ireland, we use 2 names, right? I come from Brazil, we have 4 names. My wife has 5 names, so we got to keep it short. We got to adapt. If you are not from Ireland, you might think about perhaps using your middle name as well, as long as you can keep the same as in Facebook. Even though you are still believing that Facebook is friends and family, right? So I'll try to change your mind on that as well. Artwork, it's so important, going out there and investing time in a proper picture, your avatar, your main avatar. But also replacing that blue banner that LinkedIn has there on top with something that relates with your background and skill set in industry. Right? Because people will hit your profile and they will judge whether or not they will connect with you. And the first thing that they will say is the image, your image, your banner. They will make an assumption way faster than reading anything. So you want to give them, you want to facilitate these the more you can as well. Okay? So I have dedicated slides here about the proper image and all. I love these, the compelling tagline in the short story. The tagline, it's the headline, the line underneath the picture you have on LinkedIn. Most people will use their own, what they are doing, their title, their job position, marketing specialist, Java developer, or whatever. You guys got the point. Sometimes even open to opportunities. And I even see things like Italian citizen. Come on, that's the best thing that you offer people. It's your headline, guys. I'm gonna show here a few examples of how you can explore your problem-solving skills in your tagline and write something about the value you give to companies or the value you bring to clients when you write your own headline that you can also customize and you can also use keywords in it. All right? The short story. If you don't explore those 5,000 characters on the summary part of your LinkedIn telling your story, you are losing opportunities there. Because if you need to describe what you've done, your responsibilities and key achievements, the career path where you describe the companies, the times you worked on each company, you put the logotype of the company you worked for, these are the right places for you to tell them your responsibilities and your key achievements. Don't go out there in your short story and bore people with bullet points. On short story, on the summary part on your LinkedIn, write your story. Especially if you don't come from this country, write down there why you came here, why you changed from health to marketing, why you took 4 years off to do the most difficult job in the world, which is to become a mother. So and then you want to come back to the market. Tell them this story. You're not building now if you're looking for a job, you're not building your profile the way the recruiters want, but you want to hit heavily the decision makers. And if they take interest on you, they will read your profile. They will know about your story. Okay? Let's develop these in the next slide as well. And finally, the contact details. LinkedIn has a dedicated section for your contact details, where you're going to put your phone number, your emails, the link to your Facebook page, the link to your Twitter, especially if you do this huge work of adapting these pages to expose yourself better in the world, in the social world, professional world. You want to share these links, or at least give them reasons to believe that you have nothing to hide by sharing those links. And it's impressive how people, they don't share their phone numbers on the contact details. Oh, my phone number is private. But I tell them your phone number doesn't belong to you. It's a tool. Give them that. It's not about the convenient method for people finding you, but the convenient method for you to talk with people, but the convenient method for people finding you. Your phone number might not be ideal for you to be contacted with, but it might be the ideal method for people communicating with you. So give them all the tools. Put there your grandma's phone number if you can. Be visible, be contactable the more you can. And use the contact sections on your LinkedIn. Don't go there and put the bullet points again on summary, right? So every part on your LinkedIn is going to be indexed. Every keyword you write in your short story is going to be indexed. So it's a power keyword that you want indexed to your own name. You don't need to have these on your headline to be searchable for you to be found. Okay? And what is the ideal picture? Usually I tell people, don't go there and you don't need to pay a photographer. You have lights and you have a powerful phone in your pocket. It's just a matter of like placing these on top of a shelf and the lights, right? And that it's your main picture. Don't go there and take a selfie or like you and your pint of Guinness, something that unless you work like as a beer taster and you want to project that image, use a professional image in it, like a man, suit and tie. You gotta open doors all the time. People judge all the time, guys. You gotta give them the best split of a second judgments the more you can, right? And like I've seen things like the lady and her 12 cats in the picture. That's your main picture, guys. I'm like the biggest advocate of posting social things. Even your pint of Guinness on a Friday evening, that after a meeting, successful meeting, you go there and post on LinkedIn. But having these as your main picture, it doesn't play well because you will be projecting your profile. LinkedIn, the more you push content, LinkedIn will propose your profile to people all the time. On the corner here, when they keep see this profile as well. So it's your picture and your headline that will be displayed on search results for people who are not connected with you yet. So those things, they should be really like a thought about it, okay? What else? The tagline. I love these because that's the way that you're going to give them your value proposition. What is the problem you solve to your client? What is the problem you solve to your next employer? It's a formula here that can vary in multiple ways, but usually I help something get something else. I help ABC get XYZ. That's your tagline. Well, let's see a few examples here. Alessandra, she's in marketing. But instead going there and putting her profile, marketing specialist, we are always finding ways of going into her micro niche. If she's in digital sales because she loves it, but she's gonna also tell people by doing, I'm really being specific here, digital sales, that's what I do. And because I am a specialist in digital sales, I also know a lot of things about marketing. I don't go to my top strategic term. I go to something more specific to reach out to people who will actually meet a digital sales person. And the way she sells herself here. As an employer, when you read someone claiming that they are going to improve their effectiveness, they're going to bring revenue with her marketing, with her digital sales strategy, you really grab their attention. See, this is a tagline that will be displayed when they search for digital salespeople, marketing people. Her beautiful face and the tagline will be displayed in the search results before people connect with her. How do you guys think that they will judge her when she's among other professionals, saying marketing specialist, CEO, mogul, whatever? She's gonna pop all the time. When she asks for a connections, it's a 98% ratio of acceptance. And now think about it. Think if you start engaging content and projecting these images, engaging with it, pushing contents on LinkedIn every day, engaging with people, you not only are you gonna feel more confident to engage with decision makers, but they will engage back with you. That's certain, that's proven. Let's see more examples here. This guy is in sales, and he claims that he increases the market share of your company. It's bold, isn't it? Instead of saying, I'm a salesman, executive sales, always. It's projecting an image. And that's a beautiful tagline. I drive sales full of bold words here. And then with the result, right? Telling also short story. I drive sales results higher, and I increase the market share of brands and products. They know, they trust him, and they know that he's going to manage brands, companies, products. He's the right guy for, or at least to be called for an interview. Isabel is in finance, and she's like 4 countries, multinationals, and all. Let's bring that to your tagline. Let's tell people that you worked in 4 countries. Not saying I worked in India, Brazil, America. Let's say let's give them the feeling that you are a person for like a big corporations with your tagline. Another example here. She's in law, skilled legal advisor. Okay, she's a crisis management. She's in law. You guys can see straight away that she's in law, right? Instead of saying law professional or attorney or solicitor or whatever, she's playing with that. Instead of saying crisis, instead of saying all these terms, she's playing with a skilled legal advisor who makes a difference in individuals' lives by helping them find a win-win solution. On top of everything, guys, that's what she loves doing. She likes like a conflict resolution. She's all about that. Finally, data analyst. Right? If you are in data here, especially in Trinity College, you might be there's someone in data. Researcher, terms that are associated, and she also brings her background, strong background in sociology. So not only is she gonna have the person, is she gonna be the person who will build the dashboards, construct the data, but also she's going to analyze the data. She's telling right there the value that she brings to companies. That's the next one's my own tagline. That's the image that I want to project. My image on LinkedIn now, it's me holding a microphone, and after I do that, I start getting gigs all the time, because I want that to myself, and I started projecting that image, instead of only having me there, suit and tie. And I also tell them, it's my business right there. That's what I want people to judge me. Even when they don't connect with me, they already understand that this guy is gonna try to sell me something. So I'm not going to connect with him. See? But that's fine. If they are not there for that, they won't connect back. But at least I know that the people who connected with me based on my tagline, it's open to conversation. We usually do this little game here. Of course, there are these sessions. It's like it's a 2 hours session. Also, we have more time, but that's fine. So we usually bring people on stage and ask them to build their own tagline here on the floor. And the first thing that I ask is, what do you do? So tell the group here, what do you do? And then we try to establish a tagline for yourself here on the fly. Who wants to come here quickly? Yeah. There you come. Your name, sorry?
My name is Anne Buckley. I am a journalism graduate. I write for community newspapers on social issues, housing, local council meetings, and yeah.
So you're a journalist.
Yeah.
So you go. Your specialty is going to these meetings and spreading the word about what is going on in those meetings, right?
Yes. And
why, when you saw yourself here? Sorry, I'm really putting you on the spot.
yeah.
Sorry,
No, it's
right?
okay.
I have a gift. When you came here, why do you sell yourself as saying I am a graduate? Why why don't you bring because on the first seconds people are actually paying attention, right? And then the more you speak, the more people start wondering. Also, if you go there and right there in the beginning bring the best thing, right? I'm a counselor. And I go to, I specialize in going to meetings and documenting what is happening in this industry, and blah, 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 and then you put there. They already know that you are a graduate by doing this, right? You don't need to see yourself as the graduate, right? Because it's like a, they will believe that because you put there on top, that's the only thing that the best thing that you must offer. And it's kind of secondary to what you really do, to the value that you really bring to people. Okay, I didn't get your name, sorry. Anne, all right. So I gotta go.
Where's my kid? Oh, no, I couldn't. No.
Why not? Really?
For free.
A book? Do you know how much these things cost on Amazon? I'm gonna
Thank you very much.
It's so easy nowadays. Thanks for coming. All right, guys, let's give you her hand, please. Your name is?
Arthur.
Arthur. Nice. I feel more comfortable when I speak with someone who's not a native English.
Right.
So Arthur, tell us please what you do. What is your value proposition?
I internationalize higher education institutions. I help universities to recruit international students and get their student mix more diverse and bring in additional revenue streams by offering programs through English International.
Awesome. Amazing. You won't be able to fit all the things there on your headline. So the first thing that we bring is I help universities recruit international students, and I make their environment more multicultural. Right? That's what you do. That's what you do. The value is in making these institutions multicultural, more multicultural. We all know nowadays that people from different backgrounds will solve the same problem in different ways. So companies and institutions are now seeing the value of having people from multiple backgrounds, so a problem can be better solved. That's whether it's a student or professionals, you can also do that for companies. It's a similar process. So that's your value right here. So I would just remove the first part that you brought, and I would start with I help universities recruit international students, and I make their environment more
Diverse.
Yeah, sorry, it's a better word. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you much. And thank you.
Cheers. And guys, see, again, it's all about like reusing words. English, of course, right? It's like full of beautiful words, sometimes with the same meaning. So whether you are writing your career path or your tagline, let's be bold and use words that will attract better attention. Instead saying that you dealt, you negotiated, you resolved, you consulted, organized, produced, founded, designed instead of built, facilitated, cultivated, guided, mentored, directed, instituted, developed. All words that the guys I can share all these slides after. So really, it's nowhere. I think if you are in finance, I don't even know how to say this word here. Yield. Yes, it's a powerful word, isn't it? Your results, your sales. It's about being bold all the time, guys. You'll be writing content, pushing content of people, writing your own story, right? And when you write your story, 4 to 5 paragraphs, you can either start from what is going on now, your challenges that you have now, leaving college, leaving your university, looking for a new job, and then you did that, you came from this country, and then you started studying this because you love this, or you can go right here and start when you were 25 years ago, and then you saw a computer for the first time, you started coding in the darkness of the room, and then you became a developer, and then you decided to move to Europe because the opportunities and the technologies were there first, and then you did that, and then you open the door, and then you go there and tell your story, right? It's 4 paragraphs, 3-4 minutes reading, and because you wrote your story, pencil and paper first, not even LinkedIn, no distractions, right? You are able to always answer that question and consistently tell people what you do, what is your story. From a 5-4 paragraphs thing, you can build your pitch. That's going to be always the same, whether it's an elevator pitch, a pub pitch, or whatever. 2 minutes, 45 seconds. You're always able to be consistent in your value proposition. Don't go there and do things like, people use the Lion Networker on LinkedIn. This is like, unless you want to have 30,000, 50,000 useless connections, people who will never engage with you, it's better to have 500 connections, people who will potentially give you opportunities, businesses or employment. See? And people, I see all those mistakes all the time. It's about telling a story and being bold on each paragraph, each sentence of your story. I have 15 minutes left, right? So, yeah, 15 minutes. I gotta hurry up. Guys, it's now I love this part because we're even talking about that, Joe and I here before. So, is LinkedIn a social or professional tool? Professional? Both? All right. Is Facebook a social or professional tool?
Social.
Is Instagram social or professional?
No,
Guys, there's no. They are all business tools nowadays. They're all the audience will consume content in different times, differently. They will behave differently. They will react differently. Start posting professional stuff to your Facebook. Your family will ring you 1 week. I want to see your dogs. Come on, I miss you there. But you, in the end, you took a decision to start posting professional things on Facebook to what? To leverage opportunities. People will always remember about you if you keep pushing things from your own industry on people all the time. They must know the opportunities are in disguise right after that, right after this constant pushing of content. And if you start doing this on LinkedIn, you will feel compelled to, okay, I need more. Oh, let's do this in Instagram now. And like in 5 minutes, you see 50 likes. And whoa, there's something in here. It's nice here. And then you go there on Twitter and start doing the same things. And I'm going to show you here how you can automate, and from one share, you share in all these networks at the same time. So you don't need to keep like crazy there, sharing through all these networks to be consistent on all these networks. One single tool, you can do it all, but you want to be exposed. You want to be out there all the time on people's minds. The opportunities, trust me, they come and they come in heavy after that. How did you meet? How did we meet?
Yeah, through LinkedIn. Yeah.
Through LinkedIn, but I kind of went there and hey, can I speak? Can I do something?
Yeah.
But for some reason I don't remember how, but we got connected somehow, or I probably liked something.
In Workbench, and there was a post on LinkedIn that a colleague down in Bank of Ireland had liked, and then I noticed your profile, went onto your profile, and then I connected with you, and then we started talking. So that's how that really happened.
Why? Because when we speak, I'm in here as we speak, filming everything. So I'm gonna take pictures of that. Talita's taking pictures there. So we start pushing content about these 45 minutes talk here. 5 days before, 2 weeks before, during the event, after the event. It's not only about these 45 minutes. It's making people like all the time remembering and even annoying people with that. That's fine. They will. But they won't buy from me anyway if they don't like me. I don't care, really. It's about people who are with whom I am connecting after that. So when I use at least those 6 seconds, don't go Google Plus, it's actually ending now. So when I go and I leverage these to at least those 4 networks here, and because I know that Facebook is powerful during the weekends, the groups are way more powerful. If I'm in architecture, I go there and join 50 groups, and I only talk with people in my industry. The groups on Facebook, really more powerful than even on LinkedIn. Facebook has the live capability that you can build your own show. Twitter, you go there, if you plan, oh, I want to work in Asia or America, you must be on Twitter, Instagram as well. If your product is for millennials, you must be Twitter. If you sell something to moms or elders, or something that you want a service that you want to sell really for more volume, and it's not a high premium ticket service, Pinterest is also perfect for you to create a catalog and being out there engaging, right? And what is What is the ideal type of content, guys? You won't leave this place here and start writing, because this is not sustainable. You gotta start with something, and I usually tell people, start by sharing everything you read. We all read online all the time, right? So from now on, after you finish, hit the button share and start sharing on LinkedIn, and just see what happens. And then you will realize, oh, no one liked, the guy was lying to me. No one liked, no one shared my post. But that's not the KPI. The KPI is the number of views of your post. See? Because if you see there after 1 week that small Irish Times post that you've made on a Sunday evening that kept being visible to people throughout the week, and then at the end of the week you saw 356 views. Do you know what that means? That 356 people stopped scrolling to see your post. You don't want them to click it, you don't want them to share or go inside the post. You want them to create that relationship between the subject matter, your beautiful face, and what your tagline, the value you bring. We do those connections really quick, guys. And the more you push content there all the time about the same subject, the more people will start creating this magic around you. They look at your face. Sometimes people come to us and say, when I remember human resources, learning, development, and all, when I open my LinkedIn, I remember about you. It's not about me. It's not that we are special. It's about the fact that we are always there talking about the same thing all the time. And what happens if they ever need someone to do their LinkedIn page, a company, and all? So it happens all the time. So that's how I believe in this strategy so bad. That's how you sell things nowadays. It's being trusted first, being credible first, building authority, and then they come to buy from you. You need at least 7 points of connections with people before they can buy anything from you. All right? And avoid things like religion, politics, sports on those social networks. Of course, I'm not saying don't go there on Facebook and don't go there and brag anymore that your rugby team won the cup. And of course, it's about having fun. But no one cares about your opinion about politics and religion on those networks. And it's more about sticking to the same subject all the time rather than going there and avoiding things, right? And if you ever start writing your own stuff within your industry, within your subject matter, go there and build the hashtags that will always be there in your text. If you are in health, always there talking health, hashtag health, like this. If you sell a medical device, go there and hashtag these all the time. Think that there's always the indexers, the robots there, creating the association with your name in those terms. You want that. You want to give like 5 years of this backlog of information for them, for every time people Google it. It's something that you start building, and the content is the vehicle for that. How often should you post on LinkedIn? 3, 4, 5 times a day. And that's we post 7, 8 times a day. Outside work hours, they work better. From 8:30 to 9:30, 12:30, 1:30, 5:30, 6:30. Don't go there like on weekends, it's a ghost town, Friday evenings, Sunday evenings. And what happens if you read or wrote something on Sunday evening and then you don't want to waste that audience? If you want to push that in a Wednesday morning, you start using automation tools. These are free tools you can download, have them in your phone. Feedly, it's going to help you aggregate the content about your industry. All right? You're going to have all these in just one click. You can see the recent articles for you. First read, learn, and then you hit the share button there. And then instead of sharing to just one network, you're going to have the tool called Buffer. That for free you can have at least 3 social media accounts connected to it. So from one single post, you can tell Buffer that you want that nice post you just read in Sunday evening shared on Wednesday 9:30 on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. And then you forget it. You share it, you put the time, you set the time. It's just creating the habit. Do that for 2, 3, 4 weeks, guys. You see results. You see, again, coming back to that, I forgot to say, when people are scrolling and for LinkedIn to count as a view, and then you had 356 views, that means that they stopped for at least 3 seconds. So LinkedIn will count as a view. That's what they told me. LinkedIn told me. So it's enough time for them to create the association. You know, name, tagline, things. If you need a job or a client, see, people ask me, do I buy the premium account on LinkedIn? You know, so they are still behind in several things. I don't like the groups facility on LinkedIn. Even buying the premium account so we can have a little bit more from, if you need to recruit someone, if you need to find someone, if you need to email someone, right, you pay for that. Isn't that a cold call? Is this going to work if you are not building credibility for months behind? It's really strategic when I email someone out of the blue. It's not gonna happen. So in the end, should you buy the premium? I guess you could have the same results by joining subject matter groups, by creating a database of companies you want to work for or sell to. Go there to their company pages, follow these companies, they want them as a client, right? So follow their companies, and from now on, everything that they post, you go there and like it. Why? Because when you like their content, your beautiful face is exposed to their people, right? You are also seeing who is posting from inside. When you go there and then you list the people working in a particular company in Dublin, you filter by location, you can easily identify the decision makers. And from now on, start stalking that person. I mean, don't go out there and connect, hit their profile, see. Because when you hit their profile, don't connect. There's a probability that they will watch your profile back, and then you go there and ask for the connection. Invite people to connect. When you ask for the connection, you go there with a custom message. Always be personal. Don't hit the button connect, and then you see there, add a note. Go there and add a note. It's a script. It's like one line. Hello, Bob. Thanks for checking my profile. Let's connect. Bob's gonna connect back with me, of course, because I'm being personal. If I go there and say, I guess I removed that slide, but yeah, hey James. James is a decision maker. It's a client, it's a potential, it's a prospect. I read your comments about the Internet of Things the other day. Let's connect. James is gonna connect back with you. He will. Why? Because you're being personal, you're being specific. James knows that he wrote something about IoT. He's gonna connect back. And from now on, once he's connected with you, you keep pushing your own content. James is gonna open his LinkedIn and he's gonna see your face all the time. And that time flies by, and then he's gonna see, oh, this guy looks, there's something there. Until James feels compelled to go there and like your post. You liked your post, okay, there's an open door here. You go there, and then you find a little pitch. Hey James, I have these, I have that, see? But do that with 50 prospects, 250 prospects. James might not give you anything, but if you do that, the more you do that, you are really opening, attracting opportunities to yourself using LinkedIn. Do that on Instagram, and Twitter, and Facebook as well. You're going to spend some hours in front of the computer, but we have our phones all the time with us. We already do that. We're perhaps not doing using a strategy. Oh, I turned it off. It's not finished. It's the next slide. Oh, I guess I have this guy. Oh, yeah, it's back. It's back. And guys, what is the best type of content? Oh, Jesus. What is the best type of content that you can ever push on any social networks? Or on any social network? What is the best type? What is the best medium, or whatever? Video? Yeah, of course. Who here has the habit of doing Facebook Lives or any video at all and posting these afterwards? You do it? Sometimes. All right. Who else? You do it? Okay. How's the feeling? How how's the result of that? More likes, people see, when they see you like face to face, they say, oh yeah, I saw your video, and also you became like start becoming some sort of celebrity, right? And like people love buying or hiring celebrities or engaging new friends, dating, right? Of course, right? So why you're not leveraging video? So in these workshops, we usually do this. We ask people, hey, would you do a Facebook Live right now on your phone for the first time? Facebook Live, not LinkedIn. Would you do it? No, of course not. I'm not here for that. Okay, cool. And then I ask, would you do it to someone else's phone? Would you do it to my phone? Would you? Why? But you are now pondering. Why? Why would you do it to my own phone and not to your phone? Because you're going to be exposed to people back there in Brazil, and also you don't care, right?
Yeah.
So in the end, what is holding you back? It's the fear of being judged. Yeah. So we do this funny exercise, and we always finish this way, guys. If you don't want it, that's fine. Or we share phones, like you're gonna switch phones, and we all are gonna do together at the same time, saying anything for the next 30 seconds. We're gonna do a Facebook Live using someone else's phone. Let's do it. Trust me, it's noisy, it's nicey, it's nice, it's amazing feeling, and then you break through because the live is big, and then you're breaking through using someone else's phone. So I'm gonna use Instagram, okay. So I'm gonna do it on Instagram. So who's gonna get my phone and do it Facebook Live on my phone, or Instagram Live on my phone? You're gonna do it? Come here, please. Your name is? Andrea. Brazilian as well. All right. So I'm gonna do it on your phone, okay? But let's do it in English, right? And at the same time, when I say yes, are you guys doing it? Switch phones. It's fun. Trust me. No, guys. Trust me. You guys know how to pop Facebook Live at all? No? You go to that as if you were post something. No? As if you were, and so you have an option there. Live video. Hit the live video and hit the live video button, and Facebook's gonna give you another option, another chance to give up. There's another button we need to press before going live. So it's actually all right. So you are okay. So on Instagram. So who else doing it? You guys not doing it?
I'm going.
No? You're going it? Come on. No? All right. So. Okay. Oh no, not yet. Sorry.
Do you help? Just go. Yep. So you just go. Post. And then down here you go live.
What's your live? So he's live. Let's see. You still have another chance. Once you press. All right, guys. Count of 3. Let me switch the camera here. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. Checking the connection. We're now live. Hello everyone, we are here broadcasting from Trinity College, doing our crazy Facebook Live exercise. Why aren't you doing it? It's good time at the same time. It must be at the same time. So we always do this funny exercise here, which is broadcasting as a Facebook and Instagram Live to someone else's phone. People are always afraid of doing it. Even if they use someone else's phone, they tell them, hey, let's be judged by people who don't know you. Which is fine, right? Once you do this exercise, you are able to break through and start doing lives on your own phone. And once you do on your own phone, you start attracting more opportunities. If you are creating content online and start building your own shows, talking about your own stuff on live, what happens? The opportunities, they really hit you, and they hit harder and harder. All right, guys, that's it. Broadcasting from Trinity College. This is Andrea's phone. Andrea's from Brazil. She's right here. I didn't steal her phone. Don't worry. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Guys, that was lovely as usual. Thank you very much. Let's share. Let's share. Come on, that's legacy.
There we go. We share.
Guys, we are a member of the Digital Skills and Jobs Coalition from the European Commission, and I'm really proud to say that last year we hit the target. It's more, almost 75% of people who succeeded using our methodologies. And our methodologies, they do this with people. They do career assessments live on Facebook. They gotta expose themselves, because we believe that professionals, what is happening with the market nowadays, there's a gap. There are skilled professionals everywhere, and there are companies demanding more. We are now getting to the Middle East market, and they need more and more skilled professionals all the time. But what is happening there is the gap of skills, of soft and social skills. So we do believe that by developing things like video, public speaking, professionals are capable of leading meetings, persuading people to buy all these things, and this is what companies want nowadays. Once they learn this, they can sell themselves. That's the whole point of this presentation here. It's not about the book, it's not about me, it's not about the life. It's about being there, out there, selling yourself all the time and what we do. But there is always someone who's gonna buy these. Okay? Just quickly here, we are holding these with the IBAD College. Sorry for mentioning another institution here, but that's a free ticket. 2 Saturdays we are going to talk about personal branding, business English, content writing, acing interviews, client satisfaction, entrepreneurial mindset, leadership skills, dress code and network. 2 full Saturdays, you go there. You will have the opportunity to join this network for free, of course. Everything here that I'm offering you is no strings attached. It's a group on Facebook. Go there live. We do these shows every week. We broadcast every workshop that we do, always live. Every Monday at 7 a.m. we go live with our corporatepreneurs show there on Facebook as well. We talk about positioning the market. The next live, we're going to talk about leadership. It's always free. We also have our skill set school up there, up and running with courses in English. We are holding our boot camp in LinkedIn on April 27th. Busy year. Thanks God for that. And finally, I want to give you 2 chapters for free. If you go there, pop your email, these you're going to receive in your email address. 2 chapters of my book. You got my book already, so we'll go there for your email. And now, of course, once I have your email, you can unsubscribe after downloading the chapters and all, or you can be notified about the events, and they are free everywhere in Ireland. For the past almost 4 years, we've been doing this with the Bank of Ireland and multiple institutions. Thank you very much for having me. It's such like a Trinity, always has been like one of my top goals, but I'm sure it's going to be just the beginning for us. All right, thank you guys. Yeah, and connect with me, with Logic, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever.
Does anybody have any questions for Felipe?
Yeah, sure. Sure, I usually forget about that. Any questions?
I have a question about connections. You said accept everyone. So here, up until now, I was always concerned, should I accept only people that I know? Should I accept everyone? What's the deal with that? What do you suggest?
Do you know people who can potentially, everyone who can potentially hire you? Are they only from your own group? My criteria is, unless the people doesn't have, the person doesn't have a picture, I connect. Even if the picture is fake. See, we are surrounded by psychos and everywhere, social media also. You can always protect your address and all those things. You have tools to report them, to stop following them. And if someone like harasses you or something after that, you can report to LinkedIn, they're going to take care of it. It happens all the time, the more you expose yourself. But in LinkedIn, it's quite rare. So answering your question, yes, connect everyone, anyone all the time. Go out there, connect yourself with other people, increase the network of people in your own industry all the time. Right? Any other question? Sure.
Do you use brand name instead of your own name? Are there any differences in this?
Together with your name, you have a business.
For business.
Build there from your own profile. You can build as many company pages as you like. So build a company page under your profile as a separate entity on LinkedIn. You can do that.
Under my own profile.
Yeah, go there on top of menu. You will have create company page, and then go there and then put the name of your business. It's gonna have LinkedIn /company/ the name of your brand if it's not taken. So it's nice to have two separate entities, and then you say people will start counting the followers. You can, if you use the automation tools, you can post content to your personal profile and content to your company profile. You can post something here and 2 weeks later post the same stuff in your company page. Keep repurposing things all the time.
I can arrange for different access options.
You
This
can,
might be
yeah.
public, personal might be private.
Not on LinkedIn, you cannot turn your profile private as far as I know. No, it's always public. Your page will be as well. But if you're concerned about opening your page and not being ready yet with the content, the company page you can leave on draft for a little while. And then once you have the content, they make other questions such as the brief of the company, what you do, time of establishment or whatever website. It's a different thing, but it works pretty much as a profile. Okay? Another question? Sure.
Just a quick one about the platforms you mentioned using Buffer. You can post on 3 different platforms. Does it optimize the media for all 3 platforms? Or
It's a little bit tricky when you Instagram, it requires the square image.
right.
But if you're sharing things from others, they are gonna deal with the image that's pulled from the link really well. Yeah. When you start writing your own stuff, you will take care about creating the image and then different sizes. But you can also use a tool from the same company as Buffer called Pablo, yeah, and Pablo.com. And then any image you see on any website, you right-click it as long as you have these there installed, and then you can optimize, and then it generates the image for the stories format on Instagram, the landscape one for LinkedIn, Facebook, and the square one for generates from the same image. It's really about using the tools too. But don't hold yourself on tools. It's about trying that. And if you ever have a question, talk me there, a question on LinkedIn. Really, I'm not at all a person who's it's gonna cost you. Not at all. Just pop me a question. I'm just a busy person, but I answer everyone all the time. All right? Any other question?
Big thanks. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Just going back to that earlier question about accepting anyone on LinkedIn, would you, when you accept their invite, would you send them a message, like straight away asking like, what can you do for them or something like that?
Awesome. You actually, I skipped that slide here, but I always with a personal message, I do that all the time. I always go there after connecting with someone, and I always ask them the simple question. Hey, thanks for connecting. What's your story? 95% of the people won't answer that, but the 5% they come back telling me a sad story. And I go, okay. Pitch them something, right? Because they opened it. You are in a conversation, always. All right? But yeah, answer your question. Go there, go personal all the time, and then use any opportunity to engage on LinkedIn. All right? Thank you very much.
Big round of applause.